Girl, so I wasn't even gonna do this video, to be honest, because I sat there last night, looked at the TV, and was like, girl, what am I looking at? What is going on? What the hell is going on between the sheets in my home? Baby, please let me explain. Before you start to point your cane, I'm about to have a fit. Oh, it's about to be some... I was really sitting there like, girl, what is I'm looking at? I still don't know what I was looking at. Hold on. Let me comment. I'm watching other YouTubers as I do my review. Heart. And then let me slide over to my notes. Oh, these aren't those notes. Girl, give me the notes that I asked you for. I'm going to have to cut this video up into pieces. I'm on my way to the bank. The other bank for the other store. You know what I hate about when it snows? It's so ashy out in the streets after it's done snowed, child. It is just straight ashy. And no one has the time. This is not the one. Hey, I'm good. How are you? Oh, Jesus, there's a chill. Okay, so Asher is in jail. He crying and carrying on. I can't be bothered. Dominic is down there creeping on Connor, getting the tea and carrying on. This was sitting higher, but I'm trying to get it to... It'll do. So Dominic was down there creeping and carrying on. We got a good look at this baby. The baby was black. Frank is talking about, that's my baby. Niece, how does your baby... Okay. So he talking about he the baby, and Granddaddy Castillo. Heads up, this review is going to be disjointed and a mess. Because I don't know what I looked at last night. But Granddaddy Castillo, he done swooped in, and apparently he was making up some sort of a lies on her mental health, but she really does have mental health issues because she was on antidepressants, and she had recently stopped taking them for the sake of the baby. So where were the lies? I don't know. That Laurel did a paternity test on Frank, and obviously that wasn't his baby, and so he didn't have rights to the child. So Granddaddy Castillo is trying to take the baby, and Frank is like, I'm his daddy, but the papers say, no, you're not. And Elise is giving I'm her lawyer, and this is unethical, and carryings on, and all of that. And I'm just like, what is going on? Let me see. So Annalise then calls Dr. Officer. I can't remember what you call his name. Dr. Meth Head. Was it meth? Heroin. Dr. Heroin Head. And she calls him, but I don't know. Oh, she called him to evaluate Laurel's mental state, I guess. And he's of no help. He is of no help. This man is just, he's trifling and tired. In the meantime, Kim Hawthorne is over at the police department trying to get statements, honey, and so we got a scene where, not Connor, what's the other white one's name? Asher is over there, and he's telling Nate, because Connor went and got Nate. So Nate went down to the police station, and we got Asher telling Nate the truth about what happened. And during this scene, you got Asher telling the truth, Michaela telling, like, half-truth. Like, it was kind of true, but it also kind of wasn't. And Connor is going along with Michaela's storytelling, kind of truth, but kind of not. So you got these three different quote-unquote truths going on at the same time, and it didn't make sense. The whole situation did not make sense because Asher picked up the gun, and why did he do that? I said in my review, the last review, the winter finale, or whatever finale it was before, I was wondering, why did Asher pick up the gun? It does not make sense, because ballistics is going to show that the man shot himself in the head. Why would you pick up the gun? I don't know. So anyway, Black Lady Updo catches up to Michaela in the elevator and is like, so how did he get my key card? And Michaela's like, he must have got it. I put your purse down for a second. He must have got it out your purse. Black Lady Updo was like, well, tell me the truth, because this doesn't seem like the truth. And Michaela breaks down and she's crying and she's like, I don't know. He stole it. I don't know how. And I turned to my mom and said, she's good. And Black Lady Updo said, you're not as good a liar as you think, and stormed off. And I'm like, I really see it for Black Lady Updo. If y'all don't know Black Lady Updo, I think her name is Tegan on the show, but I didn't know her name, at first, so I just started calling her Black Lady Updo because she's a black lady with an updo. I like her, and I hope she sticks around. I hope she ends up teaming up with Annalise and tearing down the establishment. I don't know. But speaking of, where is her name, God? Lauren Velez, the president. Where is she? I wanted to see her this episode. Anyway, girl, so Laurel is waking up. She's waking up, and this is the scene where Dr. Heroin is calling Annalise saying she's waking up, where are you? And it's not as devious as we thought during the season. She's waking up. She feels that ain't no baby there. She starts hollering about the baby and where's the baby. And Frank doesn't just immediately tell her. He sits there and for like 2 minutes lets her holler, where's my baby, without saying, your daddy got your baby or anything. He eventually tells her Annalise is going to take care of it. And we find out that the baby is actually being transferred to another hospital. Granddaddy Castillo is over there paying off people and carrying on and fool-la-la and girl, and I just did not have time for it. And Annalise walks up to him and is giving, don't do this. And he says, girl, I'm going to do it. And then Annalise starts hollering. So you got Laurel over there, they sedating her because she hollering. Then you see Annalise hollering, talking about how he's going to kill the baby and he's going to kill the baby. And I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Please don't kill this baby. So then we see Annalise in the shower. I don't know how she got home or anything, girl. It was just all so disjointed. Bonnie Bald Bottom. Because as you remember, the other half of the season I was calling her Bald-Headed Winter Bottom. I've decided to move on and call her Bonnie Bald Bottom. Bonnie Bald Bottom is, she calls Dr. Heroin. Dr. Heroin don't answer. And then she's walking through the crime scene, and then she sees Oliver, and then she, like, talks to him right quick, says, we know everything, and then basically lets Oliver go. Then there's some talk about the antidepressants. Dr. Heroin is trying to figure out, when did you stop taking the antidepressants and all of this, and I'm trying to see what that has to do, where the correlation is and all of that. Apparently, Laurel is a straight fool, a pure, as my grandmother would say, a pure fool. Because Dominic called her last night and said, don't do this. Your father knows you're pregnant. Imagine what else he knows, blah, blah, blah. Dominic had done told you, and you went on with it. So I want to feel bad for her because her baby gone, and I want to feel bad for her for all these situations and all of this that's going on, but I simply cannot. I can't feel bad for her because Dominic had done told you what the situation was. And you went on with it anyway. So, and Laurel. Laurel is the Quinn of my life on How to Get Away with Murder. Quinn from Scandal, we've been waiting on her to die for many a year. And I'm not talking about Scandal because I don't watch that show anymore. But I've been waiting on Laurel to go up yonder to be with her Lord for many a year. She gets on my nerves. Her eyebrows are too low and I don't have time. And I know my eyebrows aren't bleached right now. So they're just excessively dark for no reason because they grow in way darker than every other article of hair on my body. But thank you. Thank you. You too. But girl, Laurel, she works my nerves like none other. None other. So Dominic, he sneaking around carrying on and fool-la-lying. And he asked Black Lady Updo who the tech guy was. And Black Lady Updo was like, well, our tech guy has gone home for the evening, but I have him call you in the morning, no worries. She said, Dominic said, not that one, the other one. And she says, well, no, he was just a witness. He says, you're going to give me that name. And she gives him that name. So Oliver's life is in jeopardy. May I just say thank the Lord, because Oliver and Laurel, honest to God, they could die together. I don't have time for either of them. And Connor too gets on my nerves, but he's been less aggravating this season. So then Dr. Heroin is talking about how Laurel may have been on cocaine. I don't know how cocaine got into the conversation. I heard cocaine thrown around like 5 or 6 times, and I just don't know how it came to be. But Doctor was talking about how Laurel might have been on coke, and Annalise is like, no, I know her. And Doctor's like, well, folks thought they knew me when I was on heroin, but they obviously did not. And she's just really fighting for Laurel not being on coke. And I'm like, I wouldn't put it past Laurel, because I can't stand that hoe. Can't stand her. And then Annalise decides to go into, well, this is why your daughter killed herself, because you got on her nerves, like you're getting on my nerves. And I'm like, Annalise, Anna Mae, Anna, no, that is so mean. And she stormed off. She didn't say, I'm sorry. She didn't give her sorry for 2004 or anything. It hurt my feelings to hear her say that. Simon, he looked like he might be about to pull through, and so that's, another situation in our situation. Because if he wakes up and he's able to tell, then, everybody going down. In the words of Kevin Hart, whom I rarely quote, shoom, shoom. That nigga. Anyway, I just keep hearing pew, pew. Everybody gonna die. Everybody gonna die tonight. Anyway, girl, so Frank, he done captured Dominic, girl, and I ain't gonna bother to tell you, Dominic didn't give Frank what he needed, so Frank just snapped his neck. So Laurel got this plan to use Dominic against her daddy, but Frank got to give her the puppy dog eyes and let her know, we can't use Dominic. We ain't gonna be able to do Dominic, because Dominic, he's not gonna be able to do us. He's crossed over. He has transitioned into a new life, a new home, a new cut, a new color. Shout out to everyone. I had fun. MC Deborah. So he's gone on to glory. And then the last thing we see is Frank found a voicemail in Dominic's phone from Wes. So Wes is like, it's Christoph. We in trouble or something. And I'm like, girl, what is this? What is this? Anyway, moving along. That was that. This is a mess. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. 2 pieces. Peace, peace.